Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did. Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo. See you later in the briefing room.
Sorry about that. Unfortunately, there was I think it was a power surge or something. The computer just turned off, and yeah. So the stream got interrupted, but then yeah, back online.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker. Fucking rat. As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go. I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I do it now?
No.
I can't get myself. That was awesome.
Not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
Yeah, apologies everyone for the interruption. I think it was a power surge or something. Everything just stopped, but then now we're back online.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
In other news, Mayor Kuzak suffers another humiliation during his mayoral campaign. The hats that he gave away to the homeless citizens of Detroit seem to have another application. They turn into balaclavas that are now commonly used to protect the identity of liquor store robbers. As a result, we've seen an unprecedented spike in crime.
They are deliberately making me look like a fool!
Yeah, sorry for the interruption earlier. I think it was a power surge or something like that. The computer just stopped, just shut down suddenly. And then, yeah, I could restart the computer and it seems to be working fine now.
What is it, officer?
realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge.
Yeah, it was really weird. The computer just shutting off earlier. And the lights as well, everything just suddenly turning off. But we're back online, everything seems to be working fine, so that's good.
Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna take care of the desk, but could you get his belongings from his locker? You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Entrance clear. Well done. Robocop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
See, your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Put down your weapon.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Don't act like you're all that impressive. With all that fancy tech, a brick would know how to shoot.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nutjob.
What is this intricate device?
Shut your fucking mouth! I think someone is coming. Real quiet. Shh.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it! First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Based on my engineering database, I have determined that the order of detaching the 12-volt cables is irrelevant.
So you knew all along?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, then start with the 24-volt connector, then proceed to detach the 12-volt cables.
was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Bottles? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
bank already?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Doc, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that. listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
There he is! Our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
City,
So it wasn't a
where
mistake when
Detroit
they didn't
now
send us insulated
stands.
gloves.
Delta
I'm
City
afraid
is
not.
the only
Looks like
hope
OCP
that
is really
we
cutting
have.
costs where it can. God knows what they'll cut next. Or who.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
It's a very quiet day, I guess. I don't see any chat.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the...
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
What?
Hey, Shiny.
Did you meet him?
Got a job for
Last year's Thanksgiving parade. I was part of a column dedicated to protecting his dog.
What? How come this is the first time I'm hearing this? Officer Ramirez, a licensed dog walker.
Shut up, Kaplan.
How How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune. So don't you come back without him.
Turn your flashlight on.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from... a different book?
No, from experience.
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Go ahead.
Wow. I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
You will never know until you try.
What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh. I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Washington, do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We've got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Sorry, move. I am switching game. Just launching the game. Sorry about that.
Pioneer! Wake up! Come on! Ah, there you are. Rise and shine. No time to explain. Grab that PRP over there. Great. Now, you have many questions, I'm sure. Anything you think to ask, I'll probably tell you on my own. If it's important, that is. If it's not, why ask? We don't have time for empty questions anyway. My name is Anna. To answer your first one. And I need your help. Now go. I thought the security system would be down. An honest mistake, I swear. Don't worry. I'll see you on the other side.
No. Oh well. Yeah, and by the way, sorry for the delay. The few minutes blank between Robocop and Skopje. I needed to launch the game and also wanted to, make sure that that it worked as well before displaying it.
Second door on the right. You can disable the security system there. After that, check the storage room. The bus driver should have left some weapons there.
Yeah, I like the cartoonish style. It reminds me a bit of, for those of you who remember the older games, there was this Simpsons game which came out on PC on PlayStation 2 at the time, or even the game 13, X133 or 13, which had this cell shading, and of course, games like Wind Waker and so forth. So I do like cell shading, cartoonish design. I wish there were a little bit more graphics options, but it's a beta, so it's still a work in progress. It's not yet done, so yeah, I'm sure that you know, once they're closer to a release, they're going to fix and add new stuff. But then for beta, you know, it looks pretty good. You know, it's stable. I like the animation. I like the graphics.
Wait.
Everything is good.
Bus driver's dead? But how can... Oh, man. That explains why the security system was still armed. Well, if you want something done right...
Okay. Let's see what
pull
I
that lever there.
don't want to press the button right now to see if there's anything else I need to do before.
Ouch. Oh, come on. It's just a scratch. You can heal yourself with the bandages from the storage room. Take the storage security card from the table.
I'm not sure how many days I have for this beta. I think it's limited in time. Definitely limited in time, but I forgot how many days I have. So because I know that I won't be able to finish the game during the beta stage. Ooh, lots of goodies. Yeah, I won't be able to finish, but yeah, looking forward to the final version once it comes out. I'm wondering whether I'm supposed to take everything or whether I'm supposed to leave things here so that if anything happens to my character, he can come back and get them. I don't know. I guess I'll just leave some of the stuff, the bandages. Ooh. Oh. This game is making me want to stream in the future 13 again, because of the similar art style. Yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing because there's just so many games, so much to do, so little time to do.
Did I tell you that your body is enhanced? You can do things that normal people can't. Try it out.
It's always difficult when you're working as well to find time. Yeah, I have so many games on my backlog as well. Kind of scary actually, the number of games on my backlog. Games that I want to try, but that I haven't. Because yeah, sometimes as well I do impulse buying where I see there's a sale and then I just buy it, even though I have so many other games I need to play first.
you bombing the city?
We are trying to get back any semblance of control we can. The dome went up. We thought you were all dead. Metalski's gone AWOL, and you were nowhere to be found. Any put I send in goes MIA. Higher ups request a perimeter or a stop.
And then yeah,
And in the week,
sometimes I'm happy I buy
what's the situation there?
those games before, because sometimes you do have games which are being removed. That annoys me as well.
They're attacking everything that moves. Oh, and I've successfully activated
You know, due to licensing or other reasons, they would remove games for purchase. That's a bit annoying. So if you didn't buy it on time, then it's too late.
This isn't even the worst one. In a week, they'll drop the big one. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but you have to hurry. No, I'll be in touch.
Pioneer, I trust you. We need to work together and find a way to disable the dome and let the military inside the city.
Yeah, try to keep a little bit track of games being removed, and when that happens, I try to report that to post a message so that others can get a game if they're interested in that game. But then it's hard to keep track of that because they don't always tell you. You have some developers or publishers who just remove it and you find out after the fact, and then when you find out it's too late. So there's really nothing you can do in that case, which is super annoying. In the past it was a little bit better because you could either get the Steam version or the disc, the DVD version, and obviously it's not the same. You know, the DVD version would not necessarily use Steam, but then at least you had something that you could get if the game is still listed. But then today on PC almost everything is digital only, and so once it's gone, it's gone. I'm not sure what all of those batteries and cloths that I'm getting are for, but then they're here. They're collectible, so I just get them because I am assuming that there is a purpose for that. Yeah, for me it's the same as well. My preference is always to buy the game on Steam or GOG, but I do prefer Steam over GOG. Well, sometimes I actually, it depends actually. Sometimes I do get the games on both GOG and Steam in some cases when I want to support GOG, because they've done quite a lot of work as well for game preservation, so that happens as well. Yeah, my game library on GOG is smaller than on Steam, obviously, because there are more games on Steam. But yeah, I do continue to maintain and to grow my GOG library as well. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Mortal Kombat is a good example. Game that was removed for no apparent reason. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones I have on GOG. I have to double check that. But then I also have the collection, the one on Steam as well, which I also got before it was removed. I think they just remove the previous versions so that they can push for the sale of the latest version. That's often what happens. It's a technique used to promote the latest one so that you only have one version to buy to make it easier, simpler for the consumer to choose. Hmm. Wait a minute, why is my screen weird? No. Sorry, my screen is super weird now. Did I do something? Da, da, da. I don't know what I'm doing. I see you're a collector. That's GTA 1 and GTA 2. Yeah, those are good rare titles as well. Yeah, Rockstar has so many classics, which they forgot. Never remastered them or anything, and they removed the previous version, so no one can get them unless you really bought them before. Yeah, you have a bunch of titles like that. Thinking about Transformers as well. Got those before they got removed, and yeah, happy I did, because they got completely removed. The James Bond titles as well. There was Casino Royale and others on Steam. Everything got removed. Yeah, maybe I could do GTA full stream one day. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same for me. I have a collection of games at the time they were boxed with the disc. In some cases they came with Steam keys, in other cases they did not. But then I have, as a result, a bunch of games which are no longer available, completely removed, and forgotten from the developers and publishers, but which I still have, and I'm happy that I got them before they got removed.
Welcome, Pioneer, to your mobile base. or as the bus driver called it, dome. Here you can craft, upgrade, and most importantly, rest. And the best part? You can drive it around so your dome is always close by.
We are absolutely familiar with the whole the crew fiasco from Ubisoft. I actually have the game as well. What happened was that I bought the game last time and yeah, I liked it, but then haven't played it in a bit. I tried it again recently after the whole thing, and yeah, it doesn't work, it doesn't start at all, so that's super annoying because I don't think it really requires an online connection for everything. Yeah, for sure, for the online competitive multiplayer aspects, I fully understand that the game publisher wants to close the servers and you can't play those aspects. Perfectly fine, I have no problem with that. But then if I just want to play on my own, if I just want to have the single player experience, just drive by myself, I should be able to if I paid full price for the game, full price or on sale or whatever. But if I paid for the game, I should be able to, but then it's not possible. I think there is a bug. I think there is a character who can somehow hit me through the wall or something. Yeah, it's hitting me through the wall. So there is a bug here. Yeah, so for the crew, yeah, I'm familiar with that whole issue and not really happy with it. And that's why there was this petition as well, which was started by some folks in the EU to get, yeah, to require, to change the situation where game developers or publishers think they can just remove games that you have bought and yeah, now which don't work anymore. Another game which is in the similar to the crew was Battleborn. It's from the developers of Borderlands, and for Battleborn is the same. I bought the physical version at the time. It came with a Steam key, and recently I just tried, because I saw that the servers were closed, I tried to launch it again, and just like the crew, it doesn't work. They blocked you completely. So they didn't go as far as Ubisoft because they didn't revoke the key, so technically it's still sitting in your library, but then you can't do anything. There is nothing available. You can't do anything at all in single player, so it's a useless app sitting in my library. I can't do anything with it because they closed the servers and they blocked it. No, it's the game is called Battleborn. It's from the developers of Borderlands, Gearbox, but it's called Battleborn. It came out at the same time as the original Overwatch. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't clear. Yeah, Battleborn came out at the same time as the original Overwatch. And yeah, it didn't do that well because, well, Overwatch was huge at the time. I'm not even sure what I did with my box of Battleborn because it's a paperweight now. Can't do anything with it. For the crew, yeah, I know they were selling the physical version. They had the physical version, but then that one was through the Ubisoft Ubisoft Code, Ubisoft Connect. You had also a Steam version which was available, and Ubisoft did do giveaways as well. I think it was for Christmas or something. They did it. They had a giveaway and they gave away the original The Crew. So that was good at the time, but then yeah, since they removed the license, revoked all the keys and so forth, it wasn't really that much of a giveaway because yeah, you have nothing as well. So I actually bought the game back in the day. I had it in both the Ubisoft Connect and on Steam, but then yeah, both versions are completely gone. Yeah, I paid for it. I paid for the version on Ubisoft Connect and on Steam because I liked the game a lot. I thought it was pretty cool to drive around. So yeah, I got robbed. Ooh, I no need to play the whole beginning part again. Yay! Yeah, and of course all of the online multiplayer games, they're in a similar situation. Well, you still have them technically in your library, but then you can't do anything with them. So I try to avoid as well those types of those games because I don't want to be too invested in them and then just lose everything. Yeah, I saw earlier this week there were folks who were upset that the mobile game The Simpsons they closed the servers after many years of it being open. Lots of folks who bought stuff very emotionally connected to the game. It was their daily routine for years, and then now after spending lots of money on it, everything is gone. Yeah, that's something that I want to avoid as well. I'm not a huge fan of online multiplayer games for that reason because, well, you invest time in it, you invest by buying stuff, mini cases with real money. They would encourage you to buy stuff with real money, and then once the servers close, well, you lost everything. I like to be able to go back and play games anytime I want to, and not have to worry about is the server going to remain open or not.
Pioneer, see that tower over there? I have an idea. Go closer to it.
You also have a bunch of I have some Marvel games which were removed. They brought back for a short while Deadpool, Marvel, Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. So I also got those when they were available. I wasn't expecting them to remove it, but then yeah, those titles got removed for some reason.
Tower is part of a network of towers placed all around the city. They give power to the dome protecting Skopje. If we find a way to disable them...
Or the older Need for Speed as well, or those one on Steam, it was the disc version as well, which I had.
And I have no idea what he did. Power stored in the towers to improve your abilities. Try it out. Interact with the center machine. That's it! It's working! Keep disabling them until the dome falls.
Also, I'm supposed to remove a dome. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Car games. I think all of the Fast and Furious games as well, right, got removed. There was Fast and Furious Showdown, which was on Steam as well, and there was a more recent version, which came more recent Fast and Furious, which came out as well. I got both on Steam, and then Project Cars, is it still on Steam? I don't know. Yeah, car games always get removed. Formula 1 games as well. Luckily, I have a portable, those not portable but external DVD drives. So it is portable because it's external. But then, yeah, it's something that I can connect to my desktop, and that's how I can play some of those older titles which were removed. Some titles don't work though because they have those outdated protections on them, and it's not compatible with newer versions of Windows. So for those, yeah, it's a bit annoying because I have to go and find a way to make them work online. I have to go online to make a way to make them work. Bypassing those protections. So that's super annoying when you actually bought the game. You bought it legitimately, you have the physical version and so forth, but then nope, doesn't work on new Windows because copy protection is outdated. And yeah, if anyone has any suggestions of games to play on the stream, always happy to to get those suggestions, and yeah, I'll see what I can do. I think I have this point system on Twitch, right, where people can request a game. Alright, I think I'm going to be ending the stream soon because yeah, it's getting late. Thanks everyone for watching, you know, really appreciate it. It's great to have you on, and thanks a lot, and have a great rest of the day or evening depending on where you are. Thanks a lot, and yeah, see you again soon. Thank you and bye.